Alright, what is up everybody? Here we are today with a deck from Master Deck Builder Noidhex. This is the Toxic Mutant deck. So this deck's pretty weird, but I've generally learned to trust Noidhex when it comes to deck building. Normally a deck that has like Chem and Catship struggles with something pretty heavily. This one, I'm not 100% sure what it's going to struggle. I think early game its anti-air is trash is going to be a huge problem. Like, the early game anti-air is just bites. But once you get to Phantom, it's probably going to be okay. You have no lasers, which is unusual for Nod decks, but Nod decks with Phantom can live without lasers. I think you need one of those too, but as long as you have one of them, it's okay. Yeah, it's got Chuggy and it's got Mutant, so I can just play a Mutant Chuggy game plan against a lot of things. Anyway, let's give it a go and see how it does. I feel like it could be good. I think one of the biggest problems is probably going to be the expense of the units. Like, most of the units are really expensive in this deck. Mud Pusher says Flame Tank. Yes, but all Mutant decks lose to Flame Tank, I think. So yes, this will lose to Flame Tank, but that is not distinctly different from most Mutant decks. Like, even the standard Mutant decks tend to really struggle with Flame Tank. Alright, this guy's gone double half. At least I assume this is the second half, so we're going to go second wheel. What is he doing with it? Is he going to put it here? Yeah, I think that's a reasonable play. Of course, it does leave it open to attack, so I'm gonna send some bikes at it right away. And he opened Flamers. Ah, you guessed wrong, friend. Sorry. It was, in fact, War Factory opening. Didn't have a Bike Squadron. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing a lot of damage to this Harvester now, so I feel like putting it there was not necessarily a great play. He wanted to be able to put it on the pad, but it's just left it very open to attack whilst I'm charging the missile. One of the things that, like, dictates a good or bad double Harvester map is how protected are your Harvesters. Like, how far away from pads are your Harvesters? Like, can your opponent harass your Harvester whilst charging the missile? And if the answer is yes, it's a worse double Harvester map. So putting it next to the pad so that I can harass the Harvester whilst being on the pad, I think that's like a pretty big misplay from my opponent. I'm gonna get a Catship just because I have a Chuggy and I want to set up this combo. I need the Catship in both places. Ooh, okay, we got it cheap. Yeah, I needed the Catship in both places there. Alright, looks like we win this game pretty easily. I should have actually boosted this to kill these bikes, because you can't really dodge the boosted Catship grenade.
You are victorious.
Looks like a good Jade deck. If there was such a thing, better wait. If there was such a thing. Alright, so we're up against Fwan, who we actually played in one of our other runs. Alright, so we're gonna lock in this this rifleman here and try and farm it. I'm not gonna go crazy and chase him down. Like, I don't care that much. If he wants to go hang out by my base, then that's his decision. I don't care. I would like to be on the pads though. Tank. Uh-oh. We have to go Mutant for tank, I guess. Mutant. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think we get this missile. Yeah, we do. Cool. So my anti-infantry is like all vehicle based, so lasers can be a little bit annoying. I guess we'll go Chuggy once we've gotten past this guy. So yeah, we can play like Mutant Chuggy for a bit. The thing is, most Mutant Chuggy decks go laser Chuggy if there's air pressure, and this deck doesn't have that option, which is where it's going to be interesting about what we do next. But this guy doesn't seem to have air pressure. He's just using ground troops, which means that Mutant Chuggy will be more than adequate. Oh, there's the Banshee. So I guess we get a single Phantom as our air unit. Don't actually want to send this too far forwards. Yeah, there's the Mutant, that's expected. I mean, Militant, not Mutant. Probably going to boost this guy to kill off these Banshees quicker. Alright, looks like we got it. Cool. So high expense is definitely an issue with this deck, which is something I was worried about. Everything is pretty expensive. Like, you've got 10, 30, and then everything's really expensive.
3, 2, 1. New mission.
King Camaro. Alright. He's playing Liang, which is very weird. You don't really see Liang very often these days. Could mean tech, could mean Predator tanks. Predator tank would be kind of annoying, but we have mutants, so not that bad. Probably just means like Mammoth or Titan or something. Yeah, there's double half. I actually preemptively went for this second wheel because I expected the second half. So we're going to chill now and wait and see what he builds. Missiles, no problem. Do I go chuggy is now the question. I think yes, I think I will. Yeah, I think I will go chuggy. So with Chuggy against missiles, you want to attack until you put a cloud down, and then I actually messed it up there. You want to attack until you put a cloud down, then retreat. And then when they move, you go back in again. And you don't want to tank with the Chuggy. Like, you want to send in wheels like this first, so that the Chuggy doesn't take the hit. You're on air tower, so I'm going to be ready with Phantom. I don't want to actually build it yet because it costs so much, but if he goes Orca or whatever, I want Phantom. Sandstorm. Interesting. I guess we mutant against Sandstorm. Let's get this guy out of the way. I don't want to lose both my wheels here. Alright, now I need Phantom, but I can't afford it because the mutant was so expensive. Which is unfortunate. We're close though. It's not too far off. So yeah, we should be fine here. It's not a big deal. Oh, Liang. Oh, Liang, he's so silly. Is he going for a base kill? He is. A little bit too slow, mate. I appreciate the effort though. Also, the map is very weird. This is not a base tile. It seems like it should be. This tile here is actually not a base tile. Whereas on the other side, both of these are base tiles. So this side is actually better against base rushes than this side. I think this base is supposed to be rotated one tile to the left. Because for some reason this here is a tile behind, but it's not a tile back here. So anyway, I think it is actually one of the few maps which isn't symmetrical.
Establishing battlefield control.
Profit and loss, but it's profit with PH. I like it. I love a good pun.
3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright, let's go and see what he's up to. I could see this deck being quite weak to rushes actually, because you don't have the ability to transition into lasers or rifles. So if you got jump jet rushed, your answer would have to be like spam wheels. If you got bike rushed, your answer would have to be fight with bikes. So I guess you probably just have to no halve. Now he has interestingly no harvester. You can't have a pitbull this early and a harvester. So this is a big misplay from my opponent, I think. Like you're not gonna get my harvester with a pitbull. But you are gonna massively delay your own harvester. So we're going to look to go Mutant Chuggy here, although he should be kind of broke. Yeah, he's gone Harvester now, he's realised his mistake. We're going to use Wheels for now because we can't afford the Chuggy, but yeah, we obviously want to transition into Mutant Chuggy. I'm boosting this because I think there's a chance I can go after the Harvester. Mutants boosted do so much half damage, look at that. Annihilates it. Mutants are so much better than Grens. It's kind of insane how much better than Grens they are. We could go for a base kill here, like Catship Buggy base kill. I don't really like doing it, it feels cheesy because the units are so broken. Like Catship just on its own does way too much base damage. But it is kind of funny, so there is that upside. Yeah, we're gonna do the combo. I'm gonna go and try and combo his base. Just for lulz. Yeah, look how much damage this does. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, he has a Talon killing my guy, and I still almost took out the base. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, let's get the bikes on the pack. Get these bikes on this pack. Alright, we win. But yeah, it's super cheesy. Super cheesy.
are victorious. 3, 2, 1. New mission received.
Little Ploppy exclamation mark. What a weird name.
Harvester ready.
These open wheels. Wheel bike. Oh, we might actually be getting rushed here. He definitely doesn't have a harvester yet. So we're going to have to defend. These maps are not good for rushes. So, yeah, I'm feeling okay about getting rushed, honestly.
Unit ready.
Well, I missed micro with my bikes there. Need to get bikes down here and kill this guy. I don't think we might not even have time here to kill this last wheel. Oh, no, we do. Alright, sweet. And then this Chuggy will come in and clean up. Yeah, and then we easily get the missile. He's also a no-halve deck right now, so if you're no-halve and you lose first missile, yeah. It's time to pack it in.
Objective complete. 3, 2, 1. New objective available.
Ninja, taking a break from streaming Fortnite to come and play some Command & Conquer Rivals.
Harvester ready.
No point chasing this guy down, we're just going to start charging the missile. My default is to assume people are going to go double halve at some point. Yeah, looks like he wants to stall. Oh, I thought he was going to go on the pad, so I got off, but then he didn't. Punished. Alright, so we are, of course, a no barracks deck. Well, no anti-infantry deck, so our answer to lasers is going to be wheels into Chuggy. He has tech switch. Okay. We're okay with him killing these one-man wheels. We don't care about them.
Unit offline.
Now we're gonna bike mirror for a bit. I hope he shoots this one-man wheel. Rip. Never lucky.
Unit ready.
I'm gonna shoot my wheel. Nice. Ooh, tank. Ah, I really would prefer not to see a tank here.
Unit ready. Unit offline. Unit in hand.
I think I needed to boost the mutants there to get them onto the pad in time. I think we can just hold these pads for long enough, maybe? We've got quite a long time, actually, to hold. I think mutants are beefy enough to do it. I think they can hold against tank militant for long enough. Yeah, mutants, man, they're so tanky. Super tanky unit. We did lose a lot of Tiberium there, though. So it was easily worth it, of course, but we do lose a little bit of map control because of it. Let's get the chem buggy to work. Ooh, hate to see Catalyst gunship. Hate to see that. Didn't die. It not dying is a huge problem. Yeah, I killed my mutants. That sucks. And I'm broke. I'm broke. I can't afford Phantom to fight the cat ship. Ah! This is not good. This is not where I want to be in life. I need another chem buggy, but I also need the mutants to kill the tank. So I can get the chem buggy in here. Go, chem buggy, go! Flipsies! Chem buggy flipsies! Oh, got him, boys! Back to Fortnite you go, ninja.
Mission accomplished. Three, two, one. New objective received.
Nyan Ya 5. It's like he's almost called Nyan Cat, right?
Harvester ready.
If this was a C, then this could be a T because it's a 5, maybe. Although 5 is really more of an S. But yeah, he's close, but he's not quite there, which makes me sad. Anyway, he's opened wheels, so we're both going to make some bikes, I assume. That is the standard order of operations. Ooh, no bike. Is he going to go straight tank? If he goes straight tank, he can afford it now. Tank? He did go straight tank. Yo, that is bad for me. That is very bad for me. I need to go mutants to fight this tank, and that's 100 tib. I might just lose first missile to him making a tank here. Yeah, I'm gonna just lose first missile to a tank because I have no answer. Okay, well that's awkward. That's one of the problems of having such an expensive deck. I could have bike spammed it, but like that's not a winning proposition. And since my deck is so expensive, making bad trades again and again seems like a really bad play as well. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd need to play the deck some more times to get a better feel for what I was supposed to do there. And clearly the mutants were too slow. Maybe the play is to stall the missile. And now I can't afford an answer to this. And he's got a shade, which I don't have lasers for. Yo, this is a really bad matchup. I feel very, very unfavored here. I'm just gonna have to bike spam. That's the only thing I can afford to do. Until I can get Phantom. I also want to keep this missile stalled. Let's get the Phantom out. Shade seems like it's just going to be an incredibly difficult unit for my deck to deal with. He's got his own Phantoms. He's just triple. He's like triple Nod Air, but with tank instead of bikes. That's his last unit. Alright, nice. I think we stalled long enough. Oh no! Ah! Oh, this obelisk is actually a huge problem for me. So close? Whew. Oh, that was so close. Oh my god. That was way too close, man. That was way too close. The longer the game goes, the better it gets for me, though, because I can start affording all my expensive units. Like I've got all my buildings unlocked now. I'll kill this cat shit. This game is definitely a struggle. Alright, yeah, once we get to this late game and we have enough money to do stuff, it's a lot easier. But the early game is tough. I was doing the Phantom, of course. Whew, man. That was a tough one. That was a really tough one. Although, having said that, most Nod decks get, like, absolutely hammered by triple Nod Air. And I didn't get completely destroyed by it, so... This deck seems good, man. This deck seems good. Although, maybe that guy was bad, I don't know. Oh shit, Ninja wants to be my friend? Yeah, that guy's got a lot of money. I'll be friends with him. That is a weird deck. That is a really weird deck. Agent's birthday happened. That's funny.
3, 2, 1. New objective.
Alright, up against Perifo. The thing is, better way, Jade isn't a good answer to APC. Like, the best case scenario for Jade versus APC is you trade 80 for 80. Like, an even trade is like your best case scenario. And more often what happens is you blow up the APC and leave behind a missile, or you blow up your chems as well, and it's a bad trade. Oop, misclick there. Huel might try and pull a fast one. Why so pessimistic, Mudpusher? They sent me like 140 pounds of free samples. I don't think they're going to try and scam me out 10 euros. Ooh, Tick Tank. Definitely going Mutant for that. This Chuggy is just gonna go ham on him. Oh, catship? Oh no. Damn it, why has everyone got catship these days? That is the worst thing to see. Alright, we still get the missile. But yeah, catship. Catship is a nightmare for this deck. Pretty close to that Phantom now. Nice. Alright, now we're probably gonna need a Chuggy. Yeah, there's Flame Troops. Once we've got this combination of Chuggy, Phantom, Mutant, we can kill pretty much everything. Of course, the problem is that we can only kill one type at a time. Like, we can use our Mutants to kill vehicles, and we can use our Chuggy to kill infantry, and we can use our Phantom to kill air. Oh, oh, get on the pad, get on the pad, get on the pad! Woo! Whoa, almost through that. Did not realize I was not on the pad. Alright, we got there. We got there.
Enemy base destroyed. 3, 2, 1.
Alright, Skeletor. Yo, thank you, Mud. I hope so too. I'm sure it'll be fine, dude. Like, I think what's going on is just that there is no... I think the problem is there's just no, I think the thing doesn't track it properly is the issue. You know, language better, wait. Hey, what's up, Dead Bob? We were wondering where you were for Among Us earlier. Okay, so I'm gonna go Chuggy, and again, I want my wheels to tank for the Chuggy. I don't want the Chuggy to take hits. I'm gonna make more wheels to do the same thing. I want his missiles, especially the initial shot. The initial shot happens in like 0.1 second or something. So you want the initial shot at the very least to get eaten by a wheel. I'll get some mutants out here. This is going to be a little awkward because we have to get aggressive to get on the pads. But as long as we win this fight over here, nice, nice. McNeil trap, nice, nice. Alright, cool. So we're going to mutant Chuggy until he goes air. Oh, run away, Chuggy! Run away! Oh, we're going to lose the Chuggy for sure. That's alright, we can build another one. Yo, where's this dude doing? I'm going to get a wheel just to scout. I assume he's going to go militants next as well. That might be an air unit next. It is an air unit, it was talent. Alright. Predicted it, boys. Except we didn't do anything about it, we just predicted it and then did not respond at all. Ooh, hate to see jump jets here. Get wheels on the jump jets. We have catship, right? I actually don't think... I think I've made like one catship this entire run. I keep using Chuggy instead because I just forget I have catship. And Chuggy's so good. I actually think this deck could do without... Like, given how little I've made the catship, this deck could probably just not have a catship. That would probably be fine. I wonder what... I love Noidhex. What's the logic behind the catship? Like, why is there a catship in the deck? Is it to try and get the catship Chem Buggy combo? Because if that's it, then I don't think it's worth it, really. I don't think that combo is even that powerful. Oh, dude, I have no anti-infantry units right now. Wow, kind of ended up dominating that game super hard. This deck seems pretty good. Mutant slash native spam can be a problem with Chuggy. Fair enough, dude. That makes sense. I can get on board with that. You know what I think? I think with the laser drone nerf, you don't need lasers in Nod as much as you used to. Like a little bit Shade nerf, but Shade's more expensive, so you have time to get to other counters anyway. I think laser drones were so cheap and you came out so early. Those were the units that made it you had to play lasers. But because they're a lot worse now, they're a lot less common, you don't need lasers as much. Laser drones are obviously still going to be an issue for this deck. Yeah, laser drones are definitely going to be a problem for this deck, but given how much less powerful they are, like you don't get like straight up laser drone rushed anywhere near as much as you used to. People don't just go like laser drone second or third unit as much as they used to. I think there's definitely room to get there against laser drones, whereas before there didn't used to be because they were so strong. Like, you basically had to play lasers previously. So he opened lasers, makes sense, he knows I'm opening wheels, right? Like, we've already played one game in this event. Then why go rifles afterwards? Like, if he remembers my deck, which I assumed he did because he opened lasers, he should know that there's actually no targets for these militants. Like, the first target is going to be Mutant Marauder. I'm not sure if I want to be charging or stalling, honestly. I know that for sure I want him to kill my wheels. Let's try and block this bike. So far behind right now because I've got these locked into these stupid one-man bite squadrons. I think I'm going to lose the missile because I'm locked into these one-man bite squadrons. Looks like it, yeah. Yeah, I just got pop capped on one-man bikes. And wheels, so I couldn't transition. Oh well, it is what it is. Let's get a chuggy, let's get a mutant out, and let's start doing mutant chuggy. Pretty annoyed that chuggy got hit there. I feel like that was, well, that was kind of unreasonable.
Twitch keeps bugging me about my sub-anniversary message, so here it is, lol.
Yo, thank you, German man. I get the same thing when I'm sub to people. It just won't stop saying share your message until you finally share it. Okay, so we need to kill this cat ship. Once again, once we have this unit combination, we can kill everything. It's just that each thing only kills one target is the problem. And now our units are really low, which is also a big problem. Yeah, we might just lose this missile here because our units are all pop capped. Oh, he fucked up? He fucked up? Yeah, he fucked up. He didn't get on that pad. I was in a lot of trouble there. If he got on that pad, I was dead, I think. Because he kills the Phantom. But the later we go, the better the deck gets. So now that we're on third missile, we're actually in really good shape. He really wants to kill that Phantom. I mean, to be fair, my deck is, like, so expensive. Rebuilding the Phantom is not an easy thing to do. Like, I have to do it, because I have to kill cat ship. But, yeah, my deck is very expensive, so I can't afford to be losing 100 cost units like that. Yeah, get him, mutants, get him. Or don't get him, either is fine. What are you doing, cat ship? Here, shoot the bikes. Thanks. Uh-oh. I hate to see an enemy Phantom here, that really sucks for me. Get the blocks. Nice. Alright, we did it. This deck is pretty legit. I might try it on ladder a little bit actually. It's weird, definitely weird. I think it's just a little bit too expensive. I think that like against a really good player who's going to be like forcing trades constantly, it's going to be really difficult to keep re-upping these units because they're so expensive. I think the deck is really interesting. It's a Noidhex deck, so it's obviously built well. The theory makes sense. The deck works. I haven't worked out exactly what the deck is super weak to yet. I think it's just fast tech switches is the biggest issue. And Shade. Shade seems like a huge problem. Like, Shade plus cat shit. I'll show you. Shade plus Phantom kills almost everything in this deck. So that's definitely going to be a problem. And just the tech switch costs are so punishing. Like, if you go bikes and you have to go mutant for a tank or whatever, and then they switch into cat ship, and then you have to go Phantom, the tech costs are really, really punishing. But yeah, really interesting and cool deck. So hope you guys enjoyed that. See you all next time.